I saw it coming from miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. Your good intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. Come a little closer, let me taste your smile until the morning light. Ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 yeah, more than you know. I just so if we take a walk down the beach tonight, I bet that we could light up the sky. The big, big bang, the reason I'm alive, when all the stars collide in this universe inside. The big, big bang, the big, big bang, the big, big bang.
Welcome, STSL fans, to the Steel Titans Sports League Week 8 action from Detroit, Michigan. I am your host, Joshua Lee. Joining me up here in the commentary booth is Wayne Chiaki. Wayne, Week 8 of action, inching closer and closer to STSL World Finals 2. How are you looking forward to all the action tonight?
Josh, I'm freaking hyped. It's already been 8 weeks. It's incredible how far and fast time has flew, but we're ready for some action here tonight in Michigan. The fans are hyped. I hope all of you viewers are out there tonight excited for the show. I am too. 3 amazing competitions and a lot of competitors. We have a few fill-in drivers from STSL, which are the staff members, and I know we have a lot of competition coming into tonight, so I'm looking forward to it, Josh.
Going to be a close competition up and down the bracket. Speaking of bracket, we can take a look at the racing bracket for tonight. 16 drivers will enter. Only one will be crowned the racing winner and earn the first 16 points towards tonight's overall event championship. Wayne, on this bracket, which matchup are you watching to be a very close race in round number 1 of Monster Jam Racing?
Man, it's hard to tell. I don't know all the drivers offhand, but I'd say the big names, you got Gravedigger and Max D, which are definitely top picks for the viewers. But I don't know. We could have someone that comes out of the woodwork and takes it. I got my eye on Bakugan Dragonoid. That's an awesome truck in real life, and I know whoever's driving it is going to represent it well tonight.
Moving on to all of our judged competitions. Once the Monster Jam truck has finished its run in the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge or in Freestyle, all of you will see that score to beat. Then you'll see the average score submitted by all of you, the STSL fans, at bit.ly/STSL scoring. This will be the official score for that truck, and you can follow along with the competition standings for both skills and freestyle and our overall event standings by checking the stream throughout tonight's event. Now, get ready for the start of STSL!
I'm on the clock and I'm feeling like this job's just a 9 to 5 and my life away. It's like I'm back in school and I'm in the last class and I'm passing time until the bell rang. Having visions of summertime, but wait a minute now, it's just later tonight. Tail legs and tailgates all up in the moonlight. And by the way, let's payday. Live it up for the weekend. Pull it up every time of your life. Take a shot for the regrets. Double up and it's about to get broke wild. Hey ladies, let your head out. We know ain't nobody scared now. Hell now. Just do your thing like a spring break. Wake and bake and we at it again. We live it up for the weekend. Backwoods looking like Panama City. Bunch of jacked up trucks and bikinis. Got a Yeti full of good ideas. Like I ain't worried about driving, I'ma stay right here and I'ma live it up for the weekend. Blow it up at the time of your
Jam was built right here in the USA, the greatest nation in the world. We honor our past, appreciate our present, and remain hopeful for our children and their futures. We respect our flag, value our independence, and remain humbled by our history. Strength, resilience, and faith are more than just words. They are the fabric of family and the character of our country. Brave men and women like you are our heart and soul. We now ask that all active military, veterans, and first responders please rise. We cannot thank you enough. We are the United States of America. Now we ask that everybody please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'm here to rumble. I've got danger in my flavor, like a razor. I'm here to rumble. I'm a breaker. It's my nature. Get ready for thunder. I'm here to rumble. I've got danger in my flavor, like a razor. I'm here to rumble. I'm a breaker. It's my nature.
Detroit, this is STSL.
Are you ready? Get up, get up! 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 Belong you.
We're going to open things up with STSL Racing. Each athlete has been seeded into the racing bracket, and each winner will move on to the next round. The winner of this competition will earn the first 16 points towards tonight's overall event championship. Who's ready for STSL Racing? Pulling up to the starting line first, creeping in from another world, it's Riley McCord in Zombie Fire.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark.
And his opponent on the other side of the track, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, representing Team Ice, it's CEC Rick and J, Gravedigger Ice. Gravedigger Ice with a great start to Monster Jam Racing. 19.350 for Zombie Fire. And on the other side of the track, we had Gravedigger Ice taking the win with an 18.310. But we are just getting started here in Monster Jam Racing. Pulling up to the starting line next from Paxton, Illinois, representing the most decorated Monster Jam World Finals truck. It's Lane Flores and Max D. Black. And his opponent on the other side of the track, representing Team Spin Master, it's Monster Jam's newest beast, some random Hydra, Bakugan Dragonoid. Able to barely edge out Bakugan Dragonoid. Time's up on your screen right now. Maxi Black with a 17.550. And on the other side of the track, Bakugan Dragonoid 19.180. So grabbing the win is Max D. Black. But again, we are just getting started with round number 1 of Monster Jam Racing. Coming up next, he is embarking from the Dark Sea. It's David Arsar, Captain's Curse. And he will be taking a bye run, as unfortunately not able to pull to the line is Great Clips Mohawk Warrior Fire. So Captain's Curse has a bye run.
Let's see what Captain's Curse can do here. Practice run for him, basically. Going around the track. This has been, again, the feel of it. Going a little wide. Nice air there. Airing it out for the fans here in racing. Final turn. Pretty solid run. And Captain's Curse is going to move on.
An easy victory for Captain's Curse here in racing. Times working their way in, and we have them now. 18.560 was the time for Captain's Curse. So a great run, and that is going to make sure he has some momentum heading into round 2 as he gets a clean pass on that track, not needing to worry about anybody but himself. Now pulling up to the starting line, he is representing all of the brave men and women in our military fighting for our freedoms. It's Ryan WG, Soldier Fortune. And his opponent on the other side of the track, he is swimming in from the oceans of the prehistoric. One of the most powerful predators of all time. It's Monster Jam Camboy, Megalodon Fire.
Let's see who is going to get it. Ryan has been really fast this year in racing, and he is showing it with an amazing start to his racing pass. Taking it nice and tight, which is what you're going to have to do heading to these final rounds. Final turn, Ryan goes pretty wide, but it doesn't matter because your winner is Ryan and Soldier Fortune.
One of the closest races so far tonight. Soldier Fortune grabbing that win, 17.250. And on the other side of the track, Megalodon Fire with a 17.910. Now pulling up to the starting line, it's that crazy bull from south of the border. It's Zacher in El Toro Loco. And his opponent on the other side of the track, also swimming in from the oceans of the prehistoric, one of the most powerful predators of all time. It's Dylan the Omega Megalodon Overcast.
Let's see who is going to get it. We've had some pretty good racing so far tonight. Megalodon Overcast going a little too early, and El Toro Loco has a huge lead heading into the first turn. If Meg can't catch up, El Toro Loco is going to have an easy win here. Final turn, nice and tight, and your winner is El Toro Loco.
Great win for the Crazy Bull El Toro Loco, 17.170, one of the fastest times of the night so far, and a 19.110 for Megalodon Overcast, making El Toro Loco your winner from that last race. Now pulling up to the starting line, escaping from the Detroit Dog Pound, it's Wade Vatum in Monster Mud. And his opponent on the other side of the track, representing Great Clips and the Mohawk Nation, it's Michael Barth in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Let's go racing. The box taking on the Mohawk Warrior. This is going to be a good one. Into the first turn, pretty dead even so far. Mohawk Warrior with about a truck length lead right now into the final turn. What's going to be key is taking the tights turn, and Mohawk Warrior is doing just that.
No surprises here. Michael Barth always fast whenever he gets in a Monster Jam truck in Monster Jam Steel Titans, and that is no different whether it's in Gravedigger or the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. 17.050, new fastest time of the night, and a 17.570 is the time for Monster Mutt over on the other side of the track. As we have two more athletes pulling up to the starting line. Up next, it's one of the other Crazy Bulls from south of the border. It's Daddy D201 in El Toro Loco Black. And his opponent from Paxton, Illinois, the most decorated Monster Jam World Finals truck, it's Edward Kowarski in Max D.
Let's go racing, fans. Drivers already in there off. Great start for El Toro Loco Black. Max D lacking behind. First turn, El Toro Loco taking it nice and tight. Good racing line so far. You have to have a good arc heading into this turn. El Toro Loco Black a little slow there, but it's not going to matter because they are moving into the next round.
Good pass from both trucks. Unfortunately, not going to be some of the fastest times of the night, but both of them are consistent times that is going to keep them in the fight for tonight's racing win. El Toro Loco Black with an 18.120 and Max D with a 19.730, which means El Toro Loco Black will move on to the next round. Pulling up to the starting line for the last race of round number one, representing all of the brave men and women in our military fighting for our freedoms, and also representing Team Ice, it's Woodall Does Gaming, Soldier Fortune Ice. And on the other side of the track, it's that Crazy Bull from south of the border. It's South LP and El Toro Loco Yellow. Final race of round number one, and it looks like only Soldier Fortune Ice able to pull to the line.
Unfortunate for El Toro Loco, and Soldier Fortune Ice is going to get a nice bye run here. Having some technical difficulties in the back for El Toro Loco, and looks like Soldier Fortune Ice is going to cruise to the victory. Nice tight pass there.
Time was a 17.140, so definitely one of the faster times of the night for Soldier Fortune Ice, and that is going to get him some great momentum heading into round two of tonight's racing competition. And we can take a look at the bracket as it currently sits right now. And going up against Max D Black will be Gravedigger Ice. Captain's Curse will face Soldier Fortune. El Toro Loco will face Great Clips and Mohawk Warrior. And El Toro Loco Black will face Soldier Fortune Ice. And the winner of each of these races will move on to the semifinal round of racing. Who's ready for more STSL racing? First race of this round ready to be kicked off. And it will be Gravedigger Ice versus Max D. Black.
Let's go racing. Who's going to get it? Now these are the fastest competitors out of round one, facing each other. Max D. Blackout with the better turn. Gravedigger Ice has got to do some catching up here if they want to take the win. Final turn. Dead even. Your winner. Dead even. We're going to have to check who won that, Josh.
Times coming up on your screen. Gravedigger Ice by 4/100ths of a second grabs the win over Max D. Black. 18.010 versus an 18.050. What a close race there, Wayne.
Yeah, that was one of the closest of the night. I know we're going to see more of this.
Next race of the round ready to be kicked off. It's Captain's Curse versus Soldier Fortune.
Let's see who is going to get a dead even into the first turn. Still solid racing. Dead even still, Josh. To the final turn, Soldier Fortune with the tighter turn. And that is going to give Soldier Fortune a win.
Soldier Fortune running the exact same time as last round for Max D. Black, 18.050. And on the other side of the track, Captain's Curse running an 18.510. So Soldier Fortune will move on to face Gravedigger Ice in the next round of racing. But pulling up to the track next, it's time for the next race. El Toro Loco versus Mohawk Warrior.
Let's go racing. Perfect start for both drivers, Josh. I'm predicting this is going to be one of the closest races of the night. Both drivers with beautiful turns, just about dead even. I think Mohawk Warrior with a slight advantage to the final turn. Your winner, I believe it's Mohawk Warrior.
Well, Wayne, I believe we have an STSL first here tonight because we have an exact tie from the Monster Jam Steel Titans timing system. It gave both trucks the exact same time. Now, STSL rules do state if there is a tie, the winner of the last race, the previous race times are used to determine the winner. The previous race time for Mohawk Warrior was a 17.050. The previous round time for El Toro Loco was a 17.17. Which means your winner and moving on to the next round will be Michael Barth in Mohawk Warrior. What an intense race that was, but we still have one more left here in round number 2 as pulling up to the line, El Toro Loco Black, Soldier Fortune Ice.
Man, this is going to be a good race. That was crazy, Josh. The first of the first we've ever seen a tie. And good thing we have those rulings. Coming into the final turn here, Soldier Fortune Ice is going to caddy you off it. Final turn, who's going to get it? Soldier Fortune Ice catches back up.
Good pass from both of those athletes. Taking a look at the times, they are just now coming in. El Toro Loco Black with a 17.850, but Soldier Fortune Ice able to best him at a 17.350 to move on to the semifinal round. Well, here we go, the bracket now up on your screen for the semifinal round. Wayne, taking a look at these matchups, who are you watching out of these next two matchups to make your way into the finals?
Man, it's hard to predict, Josh. I think I'm going to have to go with Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. He's been bad fast all night, or possibly Soldier Fortune. Both of them have been very consistent and super dominant tonight. So we'll see who's going to get it moving into our semifinals.
Well, it is time for the semifinal round of STSL Racing. Who's ready for more racing?
Pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes. The flag.
Here we go. First race of the round. Gravedigger Ice versus Soldier Fortune.
Gravedigger Ice with the advantage. Soldier Fortune, usually don't see him make mistakes like that. And that may be able to cost him. Unless he can catch it back up. He is going very fast into the final turn. I don't think it's going to be enough. Gravedigger Ice coming to the turn. And Gravedigger Ice is going to be moving on.
17.11 is the time for Gravedigger Ice. And on the other side of the track, Soldier Fortune, a 19.690. As we get ready for the next race of the semifinal round, who will be the winner, Mohawk Warrior or Soldier Fortune Ice?
This is going to be a close one. Mohawk Warrior, just like I said, been dominant all night, but Soldier Fortune Ice is still there. Mohawk Warrior with a few truck length lead going bad fast. Final turn, and Mohawk Warrior is moving on to your final.
17.020 is the time. Over on the other side of the track, Soldier Fortune Ice with a 17.410.
Something he cannot define. Bowel shaking earthquakes of doubt and
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, hard man, shouting in the
It's
street,
time
gonna
for the
take all the
STSL Racing Final. We started with 16 of the world's best Monster Jam Steel Titans athletes, and now we're down to the fastest 2 on the road to STSL World Finals. Who's ready to meet your racing final contenders? Pulling up to the starting line first from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, representing Team Ice, it's CEC Brick NJ Gravedigger Ice. And his opponent on the other side of the track, representing Great Clips and the Mohawk Nation, it's Michael Barth, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Let's go racing!
This is what we've been waiting for all night, the final race in Detroit. Who is going to get it? Looks like Mohawk Warrior with the tighter turn here. Gravedigger Ice is behind by a lot. Final turn, it's all Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, your winner, taking it home tonight here in Detroit.
Great Clips Mohawk Warrior with a picture-perfect race to take that win. It is a 17.050. What a time for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior in that final round, but Gravedigger Ice able to grab an 18.730. Also a good time, but unfortunately not enough to take over the win from Mohawk Warrior. And Michael Barth starting the night with 16 points towards that overall event championship. That is so crucial when wanting that overall event championship, and we know that he wants that overall event championship more than anything tonight. And hopefully he will be able to get it done tonight. But it all starts here in racing, and he was able to do really well and get the start that he needed towards tonight's overall event championship. Just waiting to see those times from tonight. And we'll see your fastest times of the event. There they are. El Toro Loco running identical times with Mohawk Warrior from 2 of his passes, 17.020. So those are your 3 fastest times of the night, belonging to both El Toro Loco and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. But you can see out of the top 10, 4 times are from Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Wayne, Michael is just on rails.
Yeah, Michael is one of my predictions of the 2 drivers I picked to win racing, and he did me right there. He was so consistent in racing, which is what you need other than being fast for one pass, unless you make it to the finals. But Michael's showing you got to be consistent in these racing competitions, and skills in freestyle as well. You don't have to get the win. As long as you get a top score up there, you could be coming out as an overall event championship. So we'll see if Mike can take it tonight, or if Gravedigger or Soldier Fortune or someone else will be able to take it from him.
Well, Michael Barth with a great start to tonight's competition, but coming up next, it is the STSL Skills Challenge, which is the ultimate test of an athlete's ability to perform on just 2 BKT tires, and that is all going to be showcased here tonight. Now taking a look at that skills challenge judging criteria. This is what all of you will be voting on at bit.ly/STSL scoring. You're going to want to look for realistic moves, completion of attempts, and creativity, as well as those moves that all of our athletes will be attempting, which is moonwalks, bicycles, wheelies, stoppies, and any other trick that can be performed on just 2 BKT tires. Who's ready for the STSL Skills Challenge? Up first, it's Riley McCord in Zombie Fire.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, it feels like that almost stops your heart.
Here we go, getting ready for Riley McCord to take to the track. Here we go, Zombie Fire looking for a good skills run. And a good start getting it up on those front 2 BKT tires. And he's going to send it right on back. That is a great first move for Riley McCord to get it started here in the skills challenge. And he's going for another popper to moonwalk. And another good move, and that is going to end out his skills challenge run. Make some noise for Zombie Fire. Make sure you're looking at that judging criteria when you're locking in your scores. bit.ly/STSL scoring. You only have about 10 seconds left to get your scores locked in for Riley McCord in Zombie Fire. We'll see what all of you fans thought of that run. Just a few more seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Let's see the score for Zombie Fire. It is a 6.210. That is where the bar is set here in the skills challenge. Up next, it's Bakugan Dragonoid. A nice first hit from some random Hydra in Bakugan Dragonoid. Wanting a good run here in the skills challenge, and we'll see if he is able to do it. Oh, and it looks like he might have went for a reverse move there. He's able to get it back on all 4 PKT tires and into another wheelie. Great start for Bakugan Dragonoid here in the skills challenge. But the real test is if he is able to put multiple moves together. He is still in move number 1 on those back 2 BKT tires. Keeping it up on the tailgate. Not letting it down just yet. And he is walking Monster Jam's newest beast across the Detroit Stadium. A little bit of a turn of the rear steer, trying to get the truck to turn away from the wall, but he's not going to be able to get it, but he's still in that wheelie, keeping this run going. Finally sets it back down, back on all 4 tires, and he gets ready for move number 2, but unfortunately that started that second move counter, so he is going to need to get to this second move very, very quickly. Up on the front 2 BKT tires, once again walking it forward. We're going to see how long he's able to hold this moonwalk, and he gets it back down, but he gets it into a wheelie very quickly. A great rebound for Bakugan Dragonoid. He was able to salvage that skills challenge move there. A failed moonwalk, but he was able to power it right back into a wheelie. And that time he set it back down once again on all 4 BKT tires. And that is going to end his skills challenge run. Make some noise for Bob. Coming up next, it's Megalodon Fire. Big move to start his skills challenge run. Up on those front two BKT tires. You've seen all the runs so far. Zombie Fire and Bakugan Dragonoid have moonwalks in them. Bakugan Dragonoid was more of a wheelie run than a moonwalk run, which I'm very surprised with, especially here in STSL. We've seen some great moonwalks. And Megalodon Fire reversing right onto the lid, but he gets it back on the wheels to point in the right direction. That is going to end his first move as he gets ready for move number 2. Up on the side, 2 BKT tires now into a bicycle. He is able to get that bicycle to moonwalk with help from that hybrid pod. And right back into a wheelie, using the ramp to his advantage. How long is he going to walk this wheelie? We saw Bakugan Dragonoid walk it for a decent amount of time. Will he try and do the same? No, he's not. He sets it back down. Makes some noise for Megalodon Fire. Up next is the other prehistoric beast in the competition. It's Megalodon Overcast. Let's see how he is going to start this run. Up on the front 2 tires to start. He winds out that first trick. Now he's able to go for his second move here in the skills challenge. If you take a look at that score to beat, it's from Megalodon Fire with an 8.720. Oh, a nice wheelie off of the tires, but he gets it on the side. And that is unfortunately going to end his run. Make some noise for Megalodon Fire. I'm sorry, for Megalodon Overcast. Megalodon Fire still holds your score to beat, but will you're letting your voice be heard here in the skills challenge. You can also do this in the freestyle competition as well. But the clock is winding down, unlocking in your scores. Just 3, 2, 1. Your scores are now locked in for Megalodon Overcast. Unfortunately, not the skills challenge run he was going for. It is going to be a 5.099. So 4th place for Megalodon Fire.
Who let the dogs out?
Up next, it's Wade Batum in Monster Mine.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Sky wheelie for Monster Mike. Looks like we had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. This is the skills challenge run from Monster Mike. We got a little bit of a preview of his freestyle coming up a little bit later on in the show, but right now he is looking for a good skills challenge run. We'll see what he starts with. He's going to start with the same move that he started his freestyle with, and that is a sky wheelie. Another sky wheelie from Monster Mike. Make some noise for Monster Mike. Lock in your scores now, bit.ly/STSL scoring. What did you think of that skills challenge run from Monster Mutt? That is all up to you fans at bit.ly/STSL scoring. Just a couple seconds left to get those scores in. 2-1. Scores are locked in. And the score for Monster Mutt is a 6.805. Good enough for third. Up next, it's Max D. Hopper to Stompy for Max D. Moonwalk for Max D. Up next is El Toro Loco. Bicycle for El Toro Loco Yellow. Into a moonwalk. He held the wheelie for a while, but unfortunately ended on his lid. Make some noise for El Toro Loco Yellow. Once again, you can get those scores locked in now at bit.ly/STSL scoring. Do you think El Toro Loco Yellow deserves the lead? Well, that is all up to you right now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. Only about 5 seconds left to get those scores in. 3, 2, 1. Scoring is now closed. The score for El Toro Loco Yellow is only going to land them in third, 7.470. Up next, it's Max D Blackout. Moonwalk off of the backflip ramp. He turned that rear steer and got it up on the front two. BKT tires. Hopper to moonwalk for Max D. Into a backflip. Make some noise for Max D Blackouts. Get your scores locked in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. You have about 15 seconds left to lock them in. What a run from Max D Blackout. Question is, will it be enough to take the lead? That is up to all of you. 5 seconds left to lock in your scores. 2, 1. Scores are in. Take a look on your screen right now for the scores. First, the score to beat is from Megalodon Fire, 8.720. And the score for Max D Blackout is only good enough for third, and 8.441. That will put him third currently on the leaderboard.
Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do.
Up next, it's Captain's Curse. bit.ly/STSL scoring. What a run from Captain's Curse, but the question is, will he be able to take the lead? That is all up to you. 5 seconds left to get those scores in. 3, 2, 1. All of your scores are now locked in. Score to beat is an 8.720 from Megalodon Fire. The score for Captain's Curse is 8.754. Your new leader is David Arsar, Captain's Curse. Up next, it's El Toro Loco. Hopper to moonwalk for El Toro Loco. Reverses it all the way back to the hybrid. Make some noise for El Toro Loco. Lock in your scores, bit.ly/STSL scoring for the score that you think El Toro Loco deserved. We're usually seeing Zacher in Wildfire tonight behind the wheel of El Toro Loco. And it all depends on what you fans thought of that run for where he will be seated in our leaderboard. 5 seconds left to lock in your scores. 3, 2, 1. Your scores are locked in for El Toro Loco. Where will he be seated on the leaderboard? First up, we got to take a look at that score to beat. 8.754 from Captain's Curse. The score for El Toro Loco is good enough right now for 5th, and 8.325.
Just doing what I do, won't stop doing what I do. Ain't afraid to bear my soul.
Up next, it's the third Crazy Bull from south of the border, El Toro Loco Black. Bicycle to Stoppy. noise for El Toro Loco Black. Lock in your scores now for El Toro Loco Black Skills Challenge Run. bit.ly/STSL scoring once again is where you need to go. 10 seconds left to get those scores in. Just a handful of competitors remain here in the Skills Challenge. We have 3, 2, 1. Scores are now locked in. Let's see where El Toro Loco Black will be ranked on our leaderboard. Scores are in. 7.273 for El Toro Loco Black. Good enough for 7th. Up next, it's Soldier Fortune. Bicycle for Soldier Fortune. Slap wheelie. Make some noise for Soldier Fortune. Lock in your scores right now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. Scoring is open. A very creative run from Soldier Fortune there. Don't think we've ever seen a bicycle or a wheelie to bicycle. And then he parked it in between those two Monster Jam trucks. Definitely a great run from Soldier Fortune. You have just a couple seconds left to get those scores in. And scores are locked for Soldier Fortune. Will it be enough to take the lead? Doesn't look like it will be. A 6.835. That'll put Soldier Fortune in 8th. There is your top 7 currently here in the Skills Challenge. Captain's Curse still holding on to that lead. Up next, Soldier Fortune Ice. Big air into a popper. Make some noise for Soldier Fortune Ice. Get your scores locked in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. It is open right now. Remember, the average score that all of you submit is the official score for each truck. So make sure that you are letting your voice be heard and locking it in after every Skills Challenge run. 5 seconds left to get your scores in. 3, 2, 1. Scores are locked in. For Soldier Fortune Ice, will it be enough to take the lead? Score to beat is Captain's Curse, 8.754. The score for Soldier Fortune Ice is good enough for 6th and 8.173. Up next, it's Grave Digger Ice. Make some noise for Grave Digger Ice. He was able to recover really well there. Did not have a great start to his skills challenge run, but he rebounded in that second move with a great for Grave Digger Ice. Will it be enough to take the lead? Score to beat is Captain's Curse, 8.754. The score for Grave Digger Ice is only good enough for second in 8.748. Barely not able to take the lead. Still leading the way is Captain's Curse. And your final competitor here in the Skills Challenge is Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Let's get ready to rumble. Feel the fires into the red. It's nice and only know how to win. The stage is fighting will bring you into. You will feel all his power. The way came over, you'll make the dance, the wheel, the brand is there. In the back of your head, yeah, you feel the crowd again. Unleashing his hell, you will not even hear the bell. Maybe you're strong, but you don't stand a chance.
Make some noise for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior! Your final competitor in the STSL Skills Challenge. We'll get to see who is your winner, but right now you gotta get those scores in. bit.ly/STSL scoring. 10 seconds left to get the scores in for the Skills Challenge here tonight. We have one more competition remaining coming up after intermission, and it is freestyle. Scores are locked in. Score to beat, Captain's Curse 8.754. The score for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior is a 7.290, which means your Skills Challenge winner is Captain's Curse. The next 16 points of the night go to David Arsar in Captain's Curse. Do not go anywhere, because right after this short intermission, we will have STSL Freestyle, so make sure that you stay right here.
took you like a shot. Thought that I could chase you with a cold evening. Let a couple years water down how I'm feeling about you. And every time we talk, every single word builds up to this moment. And I gotta convince myself I don't want it, even though I do. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals it beats for you. I know it's forward but it's true. I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to, when I'm lying close to someone else. You're stuck in my head and I could get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you. Got it right, playing and replaying old conversations, overthinking every word, and I hate it cause it's not me. And what's the point of hiding? Everybody knows we got unfinished business, and I'll regret it if I didn't say this isn't what it could be. You could break my heart in two, but when it heals it beats for you. I know it's forward but it's true. I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to, when I'm lying close to someone else. You're stuck in my head and I could get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you. Could break my heart in two, but when it heals it beats for you. I know it's forward but it's true, won't lie, I'd go back to you. You know my thoughts are running loose, it's just a thing you make me do. And I could fight but what's the use, I know I'd go back to you. I wanna hold you when I'm not supposed to, when I'm lying close to someone else. You're in my head and I could get you out of it if I could do it all again. I know I'd go back to you. I'll go back to you. I'll go back to you. I know I'd go back to you. I'll go back to you. I'll go back to you. I know I'd go back to you.
I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. And you could tell me if I'm off, but I see it on your face when you say that he's the one that you want. And you're spending all your time in this wrong situation, and anytime you want it to stop, I know I can treat you better than he can. And any girl like you deserves a gentleman. Tell me, why are we wasting time on all your wasted crown when you should be with me instead? I know I can treat you better, better than he can. I'll stop time for you the second you say you'd like me to. I just wanna give you the loving that you're missing, baby. Just to wake up with you will be everything I need, and this could be so different. Tell me what you want to do, 'cause I know I can treat you better than he can. And any girl like you deserves a gentleman. Tell me, why are we wasting time on all your wasted crown when you should be with me instead? I know I can treat
Detroit, we have reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. It's STSL Freestyle. Your scores at bit.ly/STSL scoring will matter more than ever in crowning tonight's overall event champion. Now take a look at the freestyle competition judging criteria and make sure that you are scoring based on realistic moves, completion of a timed run, use of all obstacles, creativity, wow factor, technical moves, combinations, and anything else that you think makes a great Monster Jam freestyle. We have a battle for the overall event championship where, theoretically, any one of these athletes tonight can take the win. So without further ado, Detroit, are you ready? Because this is Monster Jam Freestyle! Up first, it's Bakugan Dragonlord! some noise for Bakugan Dragonoid! Get your scores locked in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. The first freestyle run of the night. A great run from Bakugan Dragonoid. We'll see what all of you thought of that run. You have 3 seconds left to get those scores in. Scores are now locked in for Bakugan Dragonoid. Let's see what all of you thought of the first run of the night here in freestyle. An 8.792. That is where the bar is set here in freestyle.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Up next, it's Monster Mud.
Who let the dogs out?
When the party was nice, the party was pumping. And everybody having a fun. Till the fellas started it. And the girls respond to the call. Everyone shout out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I see the dance people had a ball, so she really found this get out. Get back, Ruffy, bash Ruffy, get back, you flea infested mongrel. Tell myself I'm man, no get
Riding up for the backflip.
280 cows calling them canine. Hey! Right to me, hey man, it's part of the party. There's a woman in front and a man behind. I heard a woman shout out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
It's nothing to be no harm. Our doggy is nothing to be no harm.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
30 seconds left. Now 20 seconds.
See the dance people and a ball, she really found this get out. Get back, Ruffy, bash Ruffy, get back, you flea infested mongrel.
The party is on. I gotta get my cool, got my mind, I'm gone. Do you see the
Backflip off the jammer.
The Digimon is taking it down. Me and my white sock, short, dealing, can't see color. Any color,
Make some noise for Monster Mud. Get your scores locked in. bit.ly/STSL scoring is where you need to go right now to get your scores locked in for Monster Mutt. Make sure that you are letting your voice be heard in the crowning of our freestyle winner and our overall event champion here tonight. 3 seconds left to lock in those scores. 2, 1. Scores are locked in. The score to beat is from Bakugan Dragonoid, an 8.792. And the score for Monster Mutt is an 8.847. Your new leader is Monster Mutt. Up next is Zombie Fire. lock in your scores right now at bit.ly/STSL scoring. You have about 10 seconds left to get those scores in for Zombie Fire. Will it be enough to take the lead away from Monster Mutt? That is up to all of you fans. Scoring is now closed. Take a look on your screen for the score. It is a 6.852. Good enough for third for Zombie Fire. Up next, it's Megalodon Overcast. Seconds left for Megalodon. Unable to get it back on its wheels. Make some noise for Megalodon Overcast. Get your scores in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. A little less than 15 seconds remaining to get your scores in for Megalodon Overcast, one of the two prehistoric beasts in tonight's competition. Megalodon Fire is actually coming up next here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is now closed for Megalodon Overcast. Let's see what all of you fans thought of that run. And it looks like it is going to be good enough for third, 7.263. Up next, it's Megalodon Fire. Lining up for the backflip. inside, 30 seconds left. Another backflip into a moonwalk. Make some noise for Megalodon Fire! Get your scores locked in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. You have about 13 seconds left to get those scores locked in. It is important for all of you to be scoring and let your voice be heard in the crowning of tonight's freestyle winner and overall event champion. And those 20 seconds go by fast. They are now expired. The scores are in. Let's take a look at your score to beat. 8.847 from Monster Mutt. The score for Megalodon Fire is 9.075. Your new leader is Megalodon Fire. Up next, El Toro Loco. for El Toro Loco. Lock in your scores now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. 15 seconds left to get your scores in for the yellow El Toro Loco. We're still going to have the black El Toro Loco and the normal El Toro Loco come out on the track to freestyle a little bit later on. But right now, you're locking in your scores for El Toro Loco yellows. But just like that, scores are in. Let's see if it'll be enough for El Toro Loco yellow to take the lead. Score to beat is from Megalodon Fire, 9.075. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.620. That is going to be good enough for fourth place.
I'm gonna make it out, I'm gonna change, can't hold me down, I was
Up next, it's Soldier Fortune Ice. Seconds left. Give it up for Soldier Fortune Ice. Scoring is now open. I would like to remind all of you STSL fans that you are voting on that second full freestyle. Do apologize for the video featuring the original beginning of the freestyle, then a restart, and then the full freestyle. But you are judging the full final 2 minutes of that video. You only have a couple more seconds left to get scores in. And now scores are locked in for Soldier Fortune Ice. Let's see where he will be on the leaderboard, if it'll be anywhere close to the lead. The score to beat is still Megalodon Fire with a 9.075. We are halfway done with our freestyle competition. Now let's see that score for Soldier Fortune Ice. 8.294. That is going to be good enough for 5th.
It's all about, check it out. I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up.
Up next, it's Max D.
Running round with the raw crowd, acting like you all down, down and bound, and put
left.
All these rough, dirty people in this life wanna talk that yah-yah. I'ma show you how we deal with that. Up and in town, rolling with the masses, throwing my matches atop of a gasoline package. Rolling with the masses, throwing my matches atop of a gasoline package. Rolling with the masses, throwing my matches atop of a gasoline package. Rolling with the masses, throwing my matches atop of a gasoline package. No.
Make some noise for Max D. Scoring is now open, so you can get your scores locked in now at bit.ly/STSL scoring. You only have just a couple more seconds left to get those scores in. A good run from Max D. It is up to you fans to decide if it is good enough to take the lead. Scores are locked in. And the score for Max D is a 7.576. Good enough for 6th place. Will not take the lead, but still a good spot on the leaderboard.
Fear with a smile, but I'll be the last one laughing. Try to take me down, no, it ain't never gonna happen. No, not today.
Up next, El Toro Loco. For El Toro Loco. For El Toro Loco. Scoring is now open. bit.ly/STSL scoring. Where you need to go to get those scores locked in for the second El Toro Loco in tonight's field. We still have the original El Toro Loco left to freestyle, so make sure you stay tuned as we still have a handful of competitors remaining here in freestyle, but your scores are now locked in for El Toro Loco. The blackout version that Mark McDonald debuted years ago and ran all the way up until about midway through the 2017 season. Let's see if it'll be enough to take the lead. Your score to beat from Megalodon Fire, 9.075. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.881. That is going to be good enough for second here in freestyle. Up next, it's Soldier Fortune. Lining up for the backflip. Second backflip from Soldier Fortune. Seconds remaining. Make some noise for Soldier Fortune! Get your scores locked in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring. The average score from all the scores submitted by you fans will be the official score for Soldier Fortune. A nice run at some wow moments, but it's up to you to decide if it makes the mark to take the lead. Scores are now locked in. Your score to beat is still from Megalodon Fire, 9.075. The score for Soldier Fortune is good enough for 5th and 8.692. That will put Soldier Fortune into the 5th position. Here are your current top 7, and you can see all of them separated by 1 full point. Is anyone's guess at who will be our freestyle winner, but Megalodon Fire holds on to that lead. Up next, it is your Skills Challenge winner, Captain's Curve. Over the backflip early. some noise for Captain's Curse. Scoring is now open, bit.ly/STSL scoring. Do you think Captain's Curse deserves the lead from that freestyle? It is all up to you to decide. You only have 5 seconds left to lock in your scores.
The sun is shining.
Scores are now locked in for Captain's Curse. He won the skills challenge. Let's see if he can keep that luck going here in freestyle. Your score to beat, still Megalodon Fire, 9.075. The score for Captain's Curse is 8.805. That'll be good enough for 4th place here in the freestyle competition. Up next, it's Gravedigger Ice. Lining up for the backflip. Another backflip from Gravedigger Ice. Seconds left. Third backflip for Gravedigger Ice. Backflip number 4 for Gravedigger Ice with 5 seconds left. Went for a final backflip off the container. Make some noise for Gravedigger Ice. Get those scores in now at bit.ly/STSL scoring. You have about 10 seconds left to get their scores in for Gravedigger Ice. After that freestyle, we now have 3 more competitors in tonight's freestyle competition. Scores are locked in. The score for Gravedigger Ice is 7.321. Unfortunately, not able to take the lead or be in your top 7, but here is your current top 7. Megalodon Fire still holding on to that lead. Up next, El Toro Loco. inside. 30 seconds left. Make some noise for El Toro Loco. Get those scores in now. bit.ly/STSL scoring is where you need to go to get those scores in. Will it be enough to take the lead for Zachary and El Toro Loco? He always puts down some amazing freestyles. 3 seconds left to lock in those scores. Scores are in for El Toro Loco. Will it be enough to take the lead? It is going to be close. Let's see what the score will be for El Toro Loco. First of all, your score to beat is still the 9.075 from Megalodon Fire. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.798. That'll be good enough for 5th place on the freestyle competition leaderboard.
Not gonna cave, not gonna break under the pressure.
And up next, it's Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Let's get ready to rumble. Feel the fires into the rear. It's nice and only know how to wear. The state is how we're bringing you to. You will feel all his power. The white came over your neck. Contains the will of brand is there. In the back of your head, yeah, you feel the floor again. Lazy as hell, you will not even hear the bell. Baby, you're strong, but you don't stand a chance. Feel the power of a warrior. Fight, 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 fight. Let's get ready to rumble. Fight, 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 fight. Breaking your record and breaking your bones. On a warrior with a code. I jam your feet in your face with a fist. You will feel all his power. The light came over your neck. Contains the will of brand is there. In the back of your head, yeah, you feel the thought again. Lazy as hell, you will not even hear the bell. Maybe you're strong, but you don't stand a chance. Feel the power of a warrior. Fight, 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 fight. Let's get ready to rumble. Fight, 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 fight. I can't eat a snap and hold. Fight, 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 fight. Feel the pain tomorrow. Behold, here comes the soul.
30 seconds left for Mohawk Warrior. Make some noise for Mohawk Warrior. Lock in your scores. bit.ly/STSL scoring for Michael Barth in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. He was tonight's racing winner and now has a shot at that freestyle win. But it's all up to you fans. Scores are in for Mohawk Warrior. Score to beat, 9.075 from Megalodon Fire. The score for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior is 8.934. Your leader is still Megalodon Fire. Mohawk Warrior will go into second place. What a close score that was for Mohawk Warrior, but still in the lead is Megalodon Fire.
Mistakes, no, not today.
Your final competitor in freestyle, Max D. Blackout.
Going
seconds left. Make some noise for Max D! Scoring is now open. You can get your scores locked in for Max D Blackout. Will it be enough to take home the freestyle win? That is once again up to all you fans. Less than 10 seconds to get your scores locked in. That was the final freestyle of the night. We will decide who the overall event champion is. Scores are in. Let's take a look at them. The score to beat still belongs to Megalodon Fire, 9.075. The score for Max D is 8.673. That's going to be good enough for 9th place, which means your freestyle winner is Megalodon Fire. But now we need to crown your overall event champion. With 16 points in racing, 8 in the skills challenge, and 15 in freestyle, for a total of 39, your overall event champion is Michael Barth, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. We cannot thank you enough for tuning in tonight and witnessing STSL's Week 8 action from Detroit. Next time you see us, we will be in Atlanta for Week 9, and make sure that you tune in because we will be counting down the road to the STSL World Finals 2, and you don't want to miss that event when it comes around either. For Wayne Chiaki, who joined me in racing, I am Joshua Lee. We thank you for tuning in, and remember, this is STSL!
Inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising on just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. The throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. Like iron from the